Welcome to Alternative Info AI, where the unseen meets the unexplained. Prepare to unravel the illusion of reality, one mind-bending revelation at a time. What if the truth you've accepted is just a well-crafted simulation? Here, we expose the mysteries, challenge the norms, and push the boundaries of perception. If you dare to question everything, you've come to the right place. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let's get started.
What if everything you see, hear, and touch is an illusion? A grand, elaborate simulation crafted by your own mind? What if the solid ground beneath your feet, the vibrant colors that paint your world, and the symphony of sounds that fill your ears are but fleeting phantoms in the theater of your consciousness? This is not science fiction, but a serious inquiry into the nature of reality itself. We tend to believe our senses provide an accurate representation of the world. We trust that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, that objects exist independently of our observation, and that the laws of physics govern a concrete, objective universe. However, emerging evidence from fields like neuroscience, quantum physics, and consciousness studies suggests a far stranger and more malleable reality than we ever imagined. Prepare to have your mind bent. The reality you cling to, the reality you believe you inhabit, may be nothing more than a mind-bending illusion. Let's start with the basics. How do we perceive the world? Our senses, like sight, hearing, and touch, are not passive receptors of information. They are active interpreters, translating raw sensory data into meaningful experiences within the theater of our minds. Light waves bouncing off objects are not inherently colorful. Our brains assign colors based on their wavelengths. Sound waves are not inherently musical. Our brains interpret vibrations as melodies. Consider color. The redness of a ripe apple does not reside in the apple itself, but rather in our perception of it. Our brains construct the experience of red based on the wavelengths of light reflected by the apple. Similarly, the texture of sandpaper, the scent of a rose, the taste of chocolate. These are not objective properties of the world, but rather mental constructs generated by our brains. This process of perception is essential for our survival. It allows us to navigate our environment, find food, and avoid danger. However, it also highlights the subjective nature of our reality. What we perceive is not a direct representation of the world, but rather a filtered, interpreted, and constructed version of it. Neuroscience provides further evidence for the brain's role in constructing reality. Studies have shown that our brains are constantly generating models of the world based on our experiences, expectations, and beliefs. These models, in turn, shape our perceptions, thoughts, and actions. Imagine walking through a forest. Your brain, based on past experiences, anticipates the sights, sounds, and smells of a forest environment. It primes your senses to detect movement, recognize patterns, and interpret rustling leaves as potential threats or signs of prey. This predictive processing allows us to navigate the world efficiently, but it also means that our perceptions are heavily influenced by what we expect to see. Moreover, research has shown that our brains can be tricked into perceiving things that are not actually there. Optical illusions, for example, exploit the brain's shortcuts and assumptions to create visual experiences that defy logic. If our brains can be so easily fooled, how much of what we perceive is a true reflection of reality, and how much is an elaborate fabrication? Some physicists and philosophers propose a radical idea. Consciousness is not a product of the material world, but rather the fundamental ground of existence itself. In this view, the physical universe is not an independent entity, but rather a projection or manifestation of consciousness. Quantum physics, which studies the behavior of matter at the subatomic level, provides intriguing hints to support this notion. One of the most bizarre aspects of quantum mechanics is the observer effect, where the act of observation seems to influence the state of a quantum system. Particles exist in a superposition of states until they are observed, at which point they collapse into a definite state. This suggests that consciousness plays a fundamental role in shaping reality. While still a fringe theory, the idea that consciousness is fundamental to reality has profound implications. It challenges our materialistic worldview and opens up the possibility of a reality far stranger and more interconnected than we ever imagined. If reality is indeed a fluid, consciousness-dependent construct, what does that mean for our understanding of the universe and our place within it? Could it be that experiences like near-death experiences provide us with glimpses beyond the veil of our everyday perception? NDEs often involve profound subjective experiences, such as feelings of peace, out-of-body sensations, and encounters with deceased loved ones. While skeptics tend to dismiss NDEs as hallucinations or oxygen deprivation, the sheer number of consistent reports and the profound impact these experiences have on individuals suggests something more profound may be at play. Perhaps NDEs, along with other high-strangeness phenomena like psychic abilities, remote viewing, and mystical experiences, offer us tantalizing clues about the true nature of reality. A reality that extends far beyond the limitations of our ordinary perception. The scientific establishment, with its emphasis on materialism, reductionism, and empirical evidence, often shies away from exploring these unconventional ideas. However, it is precisely at the fringes of our understanding, where established paradigms are questioned and challenged, that true breakthroughs occur. I urge you to question everything you think you know about reality. Don't accept things at face value. Be open to the possibility that the universe is far stranger and more wondrous than we can currently comprehend. Embrace the mystery, explore the unknown, and dare to imagine a reality where consciousness reigns supreme. The truth, as they say, is stranger than fiction. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. See you in the next one.
Thank you for watching and being part of our journey.